As you can see in this very frustrating and angering video, that a woman, and I believe this is in Britain, tried to stop a perceived pedo from taking a young little girl away from her schooling in order to attempt to rape her. He had her mounted, bent over, and was trying to do zigzags on her. This was very alarming. So the woman who was in the video trying to talk to this pedo was asking him what he's gonna do to him, asking questions because she felt it wasn't good enough to just stand around and speculate about the situation. So she went to approach and ask questions because they're getting more bold nowadays. And he tried to say that he knows her, that he's part of the family. I don't believe this child had any resemblance to him or was any family to her. But he tried to take her away while she was walking to school. She was terrified. She didn't want to do these things with this guy. He tried to force her to try to do certain acts, allegedly. And so the woman follows him around. And although this may be a risk to her, that poor little girl probably was so relieved that someone went to try to find out what was going on. She probably had no clue what was happening or what was happening to her, but was terrified and just wanted to get back to her home. They see these little babies walking out with no protection, no one to look out for them, and then they strike. They see a sheep that's helpless and away from their pack, and that's when they strike. It's not always good to have the child go out and go places like this, to school and back, just by themselves. But it's understandable that sometimes there may not be those around that can help. And that's why it's so important to have a support team around. But these days, no one gives a damn about your kids. So you have to care about them more. And so if you're going to have them, you must do more than just send them off to school, enroll them in school. You must walk with them. You must be with them all times, because even in the times that we're in, that there are predators out there and crazy folks out there, and we don't want to excuse them as being crazy. We want them to pay for the things that they do. People out there who attack the children, try to take the children from the parents' arms. So, and there's been cases like that, and if you want me to do them, I will, because in my town, there was a woman who was walking with her child to the store, and that didn't even prevent somebody from trying to attempt to take their child right out of their arms. She had to take the child by the hand and run into their neighborhood corner store in order to avoid the guy, and the guy still followed her into the store, and she told the store guy to call the popo, and she had to fight him off herself as the mother bear fighting for her cub. And so then that's when she was protected. So that didn't even really deter the predator from trying to get her child. And God knows what they're doing to these people and children and adults who get caught up in trafficking. So it is best to keep a layer of protection over these children, knowing them or not knowing them, and just come up to that one that's suspicious and ask them questions. Run them down. Call authorities. And they make a description of the person. So that's all for now. Until then, man up. Ciao.